Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is actually the last video of the year and then we're gonna take a little week break and then I'll see you again in the second week of January. But anyways, today's video, it is a winter Another Stories haul. You know, Another Story is a brand that I wear all the time, is such a favorite of mine, and since the beginning of the fall winter I've been collecting some really nice pieces, and so I thought I'm gonna put them all together today in a big haul for you. The first piece I want to show you is actually the shirt that I'm wearing, which is a grey layering piece because as you see then there is a lot of knitwear and shoes as well. So I thought I'm gonna wear the shirt at the beginning and then I can show you layer it with cardigans and sweaters. It is a little bit different from my usual shirt choices. Normally I go for something like more, if you want, masculine and like very straight, while this one you have these bow detail with, you know, it gives it a bit of a twist, and I style it in a denim on denim look, which I really like, also with a cardigan on top, but also this is something that I would wear like this, let's say, in spring. So I think this is actually a new shirt. I'm wearing it today for the first time and I'm really happy with it because I think you can style it in so many different ways. But obviously, if you just wear the shirt, it's not gonna keep you warm, so I want to immediately jump on knitwear. And the next jumper that I want to show you is this one, because you have such a deep V-neck that I think it would look so good with like this detail. This is such a soft and warm piece. It is 86% alpaca, and what I love, beside the white color, you have like this very deep V, and as I said, you can layer it or you can also wear it on its own if you want something a bit more sexy. If you want, you can even take your shoulder down and then you have balloon sleeves, so like in a way like very staple but with very good details as well. So this is styled just with a shirt underneath, but I think you are full of option with this one because as I said, you can go with like nothing underneath and like show your shoulder a bit, or I think it is a great sweater also just worn in a bit of a more feminine way, like over a dress for example, or with a mini skirt, and I really like the big sleeve. Moving on to something I've been really loving this season, it is cardigans, and I've got two here from Another Stories, and they'll be in a similar color but the material is very different, so in the end they look very different. So this is the first one, a bit more cropped and with contrast buttons. This is the second one. So I've got this one in black as well from last year, and I've been wearing it so much that I decided to go for the camel as well this season. I still have the black. The first one I want to show you is this one, more in detail. It is 32% alpaca and 32% wool, so it's quite warm and soft as well. And at the first glance of this one, it looks itchy, but then it's not itchy at all. It is quite soft, and as I just said, I love the contrast buttons. Again, I love cardigans because they're so versatile, they're so classic, and I think a cardigan immediately gives a bit of a chic touch to any of your looks. So I can show you now with the shirt. I really like the cropped style because you can easily tuck it in as well. So in this one actually I went for my regular size. This is a size medium because I wanted to be able to do this and tuck it in my jeans or trousers, and Because you know I wear a lot of jewelry, so I really like cardigans because I can layer all my necklaces. So now I'm wearing it again with a shirt, even just with like a camisole underneath, or just even with a bra in the evening. And then I like this underneath a blazer. And I think like with a cardigan, especially with a crop one like this one, you can play around so much. You can take them into spring and wear it with dresses. So I think this is a very good essential for winter, and I really love the color. So cardigan number 2, as I said, if you've been following me since last year, you might have seen this one in black as well. It's very different from the one before because you also have kind of balloon sleeves, and in this one I actually sized up because I want to be wearing it in a different way than this, more like with skirts as well, so I wanted something like more slouchy. So I put it on because I want to show you how different it is from the previous one. So first of all, I love the camel color, especially I love it with denim as well and with black. So it is a very good layering piece. It is a very classic color, like a camel cardigan. It is, I think, like the classic cardigan when you think of a bit of your like grandparents, you know what I mean? Anyways, really love the balloon sleeves, and because I sized up, the sleeves are even bigger. It is very, very soft. It is 50% wool, and it is full of details. So you see like the different kind of stitching, and you have the same here. And because there is a sort of like elasticated band here, last season I used to wear my black one with skirts a lot, and it makes a very, very nice silhouette. Love it. The next piece, it is my most popular item of Another Stories of my entire wardrobe. I have it in 4 colors. So I got 2 last year and 2 this year. So this is how much I love it. It comes in so many colors. I'm saying like even more than 10 colors. Now they just brought it out in pastel colors as well. You know, it's not my colors, so I show it you in camel, but it comes in very light pastel colors as well, that for some of you might be very interesting. And the price point of this sweater, it is amazing. It is 39 euros. I think it's one of the most affordable sweaters that you have on the Another Stories website, and it is one of my favorites. I love the mock neck. It is cropped, and you have a sort of like balloon sleeve as well. Size large, so in all of them I sized up to a large, and I'm gonna put it on now and show you. So this is how it looks on. I think it's very simple, but because it's cropped, you can play with it, you can tuck it in, you can wear it underneath blazers. I wear it in so many ways, and I think the mock neck can be quite playful as well because it's not a turtleneck, so you can still wear things underneath and do something like this, you know, to add a bit of a twist, but at the same time you can just wear it like a normal neck, but it comes up a bit, so it keeps you warmer than a normal like round neck or v-neck. Very simple but very effective. So my colors are this camel, I have it in black, I have it in grey, and I have it in a very light dusty pink. But take a look on the website, everything is going to be linked down below, and just take a look at all the colors because they're so nice. And finally, before we hop to the next piece, I want to show you how I wear all these pieces as well. I wear sweaters a lot on my shoulder as well, and it's funny because someone asked me once on my Instagram if I was wearing the sweater like this just for styling in the picture, or if I was actually wearing this in real life. And this is such an Italian thing, like we've been wearing sweaters on our shoulder, I think since high school, and I know now it's back in fashion, but I think for me and maybe for many Italians that are watching now, that if you can remember, like for us it's not such a new thing. But anyways, I wear my sweaters a lot as scarves as well on top of the coat, and today this was my look actually, because of course the shirt is not keeping me so warm, so I just put a sweater on my shoulder, and then eventually if I feel really cold, I can always put it on. It's a nice and like stylish way to have something that is actually convenient with you. Another new jumper to my collection, it is this one, and this season I am such a big fan of big shoulder. Of course, it's been brought out from Isabel Marant, but real deal Isabel Marant sweaters. They're very, very expensive, and I think you can find very good dupes on the high street. I've got one from Mango, and I've got one from the Lorna Lux for In The Style collection, which is the one that I've been wearing the most. I'm gonna link it down below for you if you want to take a look, but if you watch my other videos you're gonna see the sweater because I wear it all the time and on my Instagram as well. And this is a similar one, it is a little bit thicker, and so I thought, like, because I was wearing the other one all the time, I feel like, okay, I need an alternative, you know, so I'm not wearing always the same. It is a very different fabric composition from all the other sweaters. It is 65% cotton actually, so it is a little bit less warm than all the wool and alpaca mix that I've got. But at the same time, it is something that I can easily take into spring, so I was happy with the fabric. So this is how it looks on. It is 69 euros, and as I said, it is very similar to my other two in the design, but it's different in the fabric composition. It's something a bit lighter, it's something that I can take into spring. And again, it is a trend of the season, but there is some trends that then you do incorporate in your classics because you feel that you like them so much, and I think this type of sleeve, it is one of these for me. And something that I want to add about this sweater, it is that I know that for some people it is difficult to wear wool because they find it itchy or they're just not able to wear wool on the skin. So I think a thick cotton sweater, it is quite a good alternative. To feel a bit warmer, you can always layer underneath a very thin turtleneck, and then I think it's a very good alternative if you don't like very thick and warm sweaters, but it is an alternative that is still gonna keep you warm in the coming months, because I think the very big winter is not even here yet. It's gonna be January and February. And then I want to show you some footwear. Another Stories does amazing shoes. Like every season, I always go for their shoes. Winter, summer, spring. They are more affordable, obviously, than designer shoes. A little bit more expensive than some of the high street shoes, but they are very good quality, and I've got 3 shoes to show you today, and they're all below 200 euros. These are the newest I've got from Another Stories. They are 149 euros. I haven't worn them yet, and I can't wait to wear them actually. It's like a square toe. It is quite of a high heel to be wearing every day, but at the same time we're going into the holidays. We're going to Italy next week, so there's gonna be many dinners and occasions, and I don't know, I really loved the shape of this heel when I saw it on the website, and I think it is a very good alternative to the very uncomfortable stiletto heels when you want to wear it just with jeans, or because it's an ankle boot, it also looks very good with skirts, and I don't have any shoe in this color in my wardrobe, so I'm very excited to wear this. Very soft leather. I think they're gonna be comfortable as well. Second pair of boots from Another Stories. Very different from the previous one. It's like some lace-up boots. On the other note, I wore this so much. It was my first boots I bought in the fall, and I've been wearing them to death all this winter month so far. Very, very comfortable. I bought these because I thought they were chic alternative to the Dr. Martens. I did have Dr. Martens. I am not able to wear them. For me, I don't know, I feel them very uncomfortable, and they are not chic, I think, or like too young. I don't know, it's just, when I see them on some girls, I think they're really cool, but then when I put them on me, I really don't feel them. So I had a pair, I gave them away, and this is my Dr. Martens alternative, and then at the same time it's more chic. You have gold details, and I think they're really well made because they're like 100% leather, and then the inside is brown, so it's not that anyone is gonna see, but I think it's a nice chic contrast. and I've been wearing these with skirts, with jeans, with anything really. And I think, you know, when you need those shoes for like every day, I think this is a very good one. Last but not least, combat boots. This is the best alternative I could find to the Bottega Veneta combat boots. I was on the hunt for those. My name was down in a few waiting lists. The boots didn't arrive. They just arrived in a color like in that brown olive color. I didn't like them, so I started to look for alternatives on the high street, and I found these on the Another Stories website. Bought them immediately. I think they sold out the day after, and I think they're still out of stock. But Another Stories is normally really good in bringing back the good pieces, so I would keep an eye on their website. Everything is gonna be linked down below in the description box, so maybe by the time this video goes up, the boots are already back in stock. I hope for you guys, because these are so comfortable. I took them with me 2 weeks ago. I went to London for 3 days for work, and I went with a carry-on, and I literally had like 2 pair of shoes, these and some high boots. So these were like my everyday shoes. They've been so comfortable. I'm so happy I got these. These shoes brought back for me the styling of black leggings. I really like these with the black leggings and an oversized black blazer, or like with a mini skirt, because they're very chunky, so I like to wear them with something very feminine, but at the same time I wore them with jeans as well, and again is another very good everyday shoe, especially for winter. They fit true to size. Well, I am normally a 40.5, so I got for 41, and I'm happy I did, because I still have a little bit of space for a thicker sock when it gets really cold in the coming month. And this was it. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. I wish you great holidays. But I think this video is going up on the 26th, so we're gonna be in the middle of the holidays. I wish you a great start of the new year. Please take a good rest in the holidays. This is my favorite time of the year, where emails are not coming in and I can really relax with my family, and I can't wait for that. Feel free to ask me any questions in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumb up if you like the video, and everything is gonna be linked down in the description box, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye!